Welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura, if you're new to the channel. I'm sorry I haven't been on in the past few days. It's been pretty hectic. Just pretty hectic with a lot of personal things going on, but I'm happy to be back today. Now, if you are new to my channel, know that I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play those karmic themes to help you understand why everything's playing out the way that it is, why you're attracting who you're attracting in your life, what you can do to shape shift the energy. That's really important because a lot of times you're connected to a karmic. And what I'm feeling before I even pull the cards is that like you're over a situation. Like you really like it's not that you don't have love for this person. You will always have love for this person because there's a spiritual connection. However, you don't want to be connected to this person anymore. It's almost like you don't know how not to be connected to this person. So there's an energetic cord, very strong cord that is really the problem. And that happens when you have put in a lot of time and energy into something. And you might not think that you even gave a lot of time, but just if you thought, if this person was allowed to take up space in your mind, for a long periods of time, which karmics usually are because they create a lot of ruminating, well, that's spirit saying that's why, because once you remove that person from your life, there's a big hole. That's what it feels like. It feels like a hole because it's actually as much as you give is the hole, and that means that there was something else that should have been in that place. It means that there was something missing in your life. That person represents your fragmentation. When you are connected to a karmic and the karmic doesn't step it up and doesn't do the right thing, well, it's again, there's lessons there. And so there's lessons also for you that you were connected to a person that couldn't, the perception is that that person couldn't do it for you, but they can't do it for themselves. However, it's within your karmic theme, which is, oh, I always get people that you know, can't step it up. They want to stay in this low vibrational energy, and I don't know why. So part of the reason too why you would still kind of unconsciously be holding on to this person is because again, well, there's nothing better out there, like not perceiving that there's anyone better out there because you actually do have a connection with this person, even though their habits and their behaviorisms keep them stuck in a lower vibration. And so you're saying, well, everyone out in the universe, oh, and you might say, I've gotten my information from friends, I've gotten my information from all different ways, but I know that there's no one else better out there. Everyone is the same, kind of like everyone's dysfunctional in having habits and behaviorisms that are sabotaging. So it's almost like better the devil that you know. But spirit is saying that's not true. And so, it's not true. It's the illusion, and it's an illusion because I am familiar with that energy, even though the energy is not an energy that you would want to be connected to any longer. All right. I don't know why I channel what I channel. I say that in every reading, like in the beginning of the reading, if I even get a message. Sometimes I don't even get a message. I just jump right on into the reading. But today, Spirit wanted to say that, and we're going to see how it plays out in the cards because I don't know. I'm just as baffled as you are. So let's see. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out. It's the underlining energy that just tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. Lately, I've been like pulling two cards just to go a little deeper. You don't have to write both words. All right, let's see. By the way, my coaching program is Is it launching? Well, again, you can be put on a wait list and somebody will contact you soon. If we haven't launched, we're about to. I just wanted to put that out there to you too. All right. The word of the video is grief. I always think of Charlie Brown. Good grief. Like your grief. Grief is a horrible thing. Okay. Grief is always associated with loss. You know, whether you lose a person because they die or they lose a person because, again, of their toxic behavior, which is what I feel, or whether they just lost a person because you outgrow a person, which is kind of what I'm feeling with you. I feel like you are not angry. You forgive this person. You just don't want to deal with it, is the energy. And you know why? Because you're creating. And we've been getting that a lot. So we have to pull another one because it's like, what? That's the same card. It's like we already know that you're in a high vibration. You're creating. When you're creating and doing what you love, you're becoming the vibration of love and you're attracting other people to you. So whether you want to believe it or not, it's like, as because it said, well, it's better the devil that I know in the beginning. Well, I believe that your mind is slowly changing because you're not getting anything from this person. This person, like I said, held back from you for so long that you had no other option but to put your energy in other places. And see, a lot of times people don't do that. A lot of times what'll happen is a person will, you know, that has given a lot of energy, obviously will fight for the relationship. That's what this person thought. You were like, I'm not fighting for this relationship because there's really nothing to fight for. It's the illusion. This person wanted you to stay stuck in the illusion of the relationship. Again, where at one time there was like, again, synthesis. And that's again when we can see the signs and the symbols, and there's a synergy that it just feels like right. And all it is that you're listening to your higher self. And the higher self means that you're really an intuitive person and you're being led by your gut, your intuition, your inner knowing. This is not the logical, analytical mind. This person's always in the logical, analytical mind. You, again, you're creating. And that's why this person's in a place of grief because they know that they acted self-righteous. They're worried because they doubt quite highly that you're going to like give them a second chance. So they're in a place of guilt because they know that they didn't treat you well. And there's also a sense of they're afraid to like say something. And they're also afraid that you are going to, be so angry with them that you're going to say things, obviously criticize their character because they betrayed you. And obviously then walk away in disgust because you see them negative. Where really all it is that you're disappointed. You're disappointed that this person's pride took them over. Like it was like a win at all costs. So what happened is you backed away from this person, and that triggered this person's fear. I understand it's like abandonment. I feel like that's what this person has fear of, abandonment. But what they did was they abandoned you. And we've been getting this storyline again of the person wanting an attachment because they're more of a narcissist. So we have to go deeper because this energy is still kind of like with us. And when an energy is still with us, it means that you're stuck. It means that, again, you want to let go of this. You, again, have evolved, but the same storyline keeps coming out because there's something that you're not learning. There's something. So I feel like the more that you live your life and experience new experiences, the further away you're going to become from this person. And that's what they're going to know because the thing is, this person tended to act cold. It's like I feel like they're again drowning in their emotions because they know that they treated you like a conquest. That's what they wanted you to see. This person has a bad way of just leaving their life in ruins, and it's because they don't want to ever ask for forgiveness. They never want to face what they do. So they stay lost, and they stay lost in the game. And it's really just about them neglecting and them making the relationship so much harder than it needs to be. And so then they don't get what they want. So then they, again, run around and they have a lot of different flames, right? Again, many different flames. That's always how I read that, where this person thinks that, the more that they go out and date and then the more that they go out and find, like the more information that they get this, like when a person's not strong within themselves, whoever they choose is never going to feel right because they're not good with themselves. So a person that treated you like you again have many flames as they weren't committing to anyone. They weren't giving anything to anyone. So obviously being connected to that is just makes you tired. And what you see is that there's just such a long road for them to go because again, their life is still in the process of crumbling. And we have to see why. Because what I see is that this energy has, like I said, been with us for a while, and when that happens, it's like there's something that's going on in this person's life. So we have to see what is going on in this person's life that's keeping them stuck. Because by now, this person should have really wanted to give you a peace offering. They really should have. It's like, and I feel like they wanted to, but they've held back. Um, it's like they have to break free. They have to, it's again, they're stuck in a repetitive pattern and they're also extremely hormonal. So at first, what it is that this person held back for many different reasons. They held back because of the fact that they're insecure. So they would act rebellious. They also thought that you were naive, that you would get emotional. Then this person also is again doesn't really know what they want. So they keep it in repetitive cycles where they act really strong-willed. Okay? So there's many different reasons why. And then what happened is it's like the thing is that over time this person realized that they have a very strong connection to you. They thought that they would, ask you to hang out more like a friendship, but the problem is that this person that always has had a third party. There was always a third person in your relationship. So because of that, they didn't show up. They don't show up. This person wants to keep it like friendship, but what you know is that it would never really be friendship. It would be friends with benefits. It would be because it's not like this person doesn't have feelings and emotions for you. They do. But again, always been like there's always been like them connected to someone else, but there's always been a soul connection with you and this person. Now, this is saying, like, again, by 3 to 6 months, that something's going to happen in 3 to 6 months. So I always feel like with this person, they always feel like they're going to, oh, in 3 to 6 months, completion. It's like, okay, so this person is gonna come back to you. And it is going to be between now and the summer, 3 to 6 months. And it's going to be the end, one way or the other. Either you are going to tell this person, have the opportunity to tell them exactly what you think. Oh, now I got it. This person left things up in the air. They didn't talk to you. They tried to come in as a friend when there was a third party. So this is why this person um, I feel like chose to stay or was with that third party again or couldn't get out. But now I feel like their situation is crumbling. It's again like it's falling apart. And it's just this person was trying to keep you in their life while they were going through whatever that they were going through. You were smart enough to not do that because what would have happened is that you would have been the distraction. You would have been the distraction, and this person would have gotten to stay. I feel like we're in their home. But now, since you didn't play along and you didn't do anything, well, now this person's reaping consequences. And so in 3 to 6 months, their situation is over. This person wants to come back to you. You're going to have the opportunity to complete this. So part of the energetic cord that you have is that there was no closure. This person thought, I'm going to give you time. And the more time, then, maybe you'll miss me because there's always been a connection. I feel like you're going to tell this person it's the end. It's the end. It's this was the final chapter. And the final chapter, you chose not to spend time here. You chose to be somewhere else. You chose this person held back. So they, of course, they have worry and fear because this person knows it. I feel like they're extremely nervous because their situation is coming undone. And it's because this person has always had many flames. So even though that there was always a third person with this person, so they were always connected to someone that they weren't really, I don't know what kind of relationship that they were in, but they were must have been in some sort of relationship because their entire life is falling apart. So they could have been married, but in like an open marriage, only the person that they were with didn't know that it was an open marriage, like because they had a lot of flames, and now they're going through consequences. And I feel like this person met you before their tower moment, we'll call it, because their life is falling apart. It's crumbling. Everything is not okay. They have to build new, okay? They have to start over. It's like because they're going through this tower moment. It's the end. It's the final chapter for this person. Like I said, 3 to 6 months, this person's going to try to come back to you. They thought holding back was the right thing. This person didn't know what they wanted. They weren't not planning, I believe, on even leaving that connection. They wanted to be a friend to you and hold on to you. You weren't doing that. So yeah, I know you were like you saw this person was like it's either my way or the highway. They tried to act like a cool cat. They tried to act like they didn't care. Again, that they were unaffected by you, that they didn't care, that they were aloof by you, that it's either my way or the highway. This is what it's got to be. I want to come in and be friends with you and stay attached to you. Again, and you were like, I don't want that. And so, like again, this person thought the passion. They actually think again that this person is definitely coming back into your life in 3 to 6 months, and they're going to try and come in really fast after their breakup because the passion that they still hold for you, because listen, they've been thinking about you this whole time, whether they're afraid and they have anxiety that you're not going to want to be with them. Well, again, that's more tantalizing for a narcissist. Remember that. It's again because they like the avoidant, like they're avoidant. Well, when you're avoidant, then they chase. So it's like this person wants to come in really fast and there's a sense of them to like again coming in sudden, unexpected, and fast, and almost like very passionately. But understand that this person has a lot of mixed feelings and emotions. Like, understand, destroy is in that. word because again, how they're coming in sudden, unexpected, and fast. It's almost like, again, in 3 to 6 months, they don't even know that they're gonna come back when they come back, I feel like. Or they always know that they're gonna come back. They don't know how they're going to come back. So it's almost like intuitively they feel like they'll know. And I feel like it's a second before you're about to step into your new life. And they think that this is the right thing to do. I feel like this is the worst thing that they can do because you are going to give them closure. That's what it says here. It's like you just have an energetic cord to this person because you haven't gotten the closure. This person purposely did that, almost to put you on layaway, almost to be like, I'm going to keep you on layaway. So I'm just going to keep you stuck and not finish this, assuming that you would still be there. The thing is, this person has a lot of anxiety because you're not the same person. I feel like what they did to you pushed you into becoming a whole different person. And that's what this person knows. They don't feel that softness from you. They don't feel, again, ESP through the heart and mind, we can feel when someone's connected to. We can feel that. And so again, this person feels the softness is gone. And it's because the innocence was robbed. Even though, again, they were a soulmate, again, they still have attraction, but there was no affection. You're alluring to this person, but understand this situation for them, because they lose you, really is going to make them do a lot of self-examining. It helps them go within, but it also helps you go within. So it was a soulmate, yes, where if this person would have stepped it up, they could have been with you, but they didn't. So Spirit's saying, no, this soulmate was not about being together and like in that way. It was more about learning, going within. See, what's funny is that we see disconnection, right? So disconnection is disassociated, detached. And so Spirit's saying, again, subliminal, those traumas are held within the subconscious mind. What does it do when we go through these situations? It pushes us into deep thought, where we have observation of the 0 point where that's where it all began. Like what created it? And really, you saw that this person just wanted to hook up. They just wanted to hook up. It's like, maybe again, like have you be an alliance. Like, I feel like this person just, they want to be a part of your world, but they didn't want to do what it takes to be part of your world. And it was their way or the highway. And what you knew is that if you went along with this, you would be undervaluing yourself. This person, like I said, I feel like, again, within a few weeks, and that's what we keep feeling. It's again that this person is when we see. Um, but I feel like this person just is someone that you had to learn and you got to learn. So it's more or less like I feel like after this situation where they come into your life, you're able to let go. Again, we see the dogmatic practice of this, and the dogma is really everything evolves back to love, because dogma is religious, right? So what does religion stand for? It stands for, again, dogma. Dogma is spirituality, which is all about letting go, really sacrificing, like where I feel like there's a part of you that is like, you let it go, but you see the spiritual connection is what I'm trying to say. Because dogma is that it's religion, but religion on a bigger scale is all about that, about God. whatever religion that we're talking about. And what is God? God is love. It's an energy. So this situation, again, was more or less to learn about unconditional love for the greater good of yourselves, not just, you know, not just to heal like the connection is what Spirit's saying. It's like you had to release this connection. You had to let go of this connection. And it's because again, they're not on your vibration. So again, there's a part of this person that really, you know, didn't play it right. They thought and the reason why is because they weren't someone that was going to be able to come in and just sweep you off your feet with romance. They would have been able to do that. You wouldn't have been satisfied with that. There would have been no satisfaction with that because you love yourself too much. And I feel like you are in a high vibration, but this person sees you as passionate. It's not like this person doesn't see who you are now, but they played so many games and they left it hanging because they stayed with the third person. And the whole while that they were running around and having many flames and whatever else that they were doing, they really could have nurtured the connection with you. They didn't. They played this all wrong and they know it now. They know it now. So they want to come back, but I feel like they want to come back. Well, let's ask why do they want to come back? I feel like they would want to come back to not just offer like again the forgiveness, like peace, like but also let's see why. Because it's like this person knows that you're gonna reject them at this point. But they are going to come back. Now, for you, we understand why they come back into your life spiritually. But again, this person, I think, would want to avoid, coming back because they know that you would reject them. So again, why did they come back into your life? I will always remember you. So again, you impacted them a lot. Like, I wasn't ready for real love and I'm so sorry. So this person, like, again, has a lot of regrets of how they treated you. We have past life issues that we're working on. So part of them coming back is like I think also like they don't really know because it's a past life karmic where they lost you in previous lifetimes. So maybe they're trying to try to end this connection better. I really do love you, but the timing it isn't right. It's again, and that's because their life is crumbling and they also don't really know how to come back into your life. I can't admit how deeply my feelings are for you because it's a real connection. So I want to text you, but I don't know what to say. So that's why, again, they hold back. They really don't know what to say. And that's why I also feel like when they come in, they are coming in very like, they don't know the day that they come in. They know that they will come back because there's a part of them that will always love you, that you impacted their life. However, um, they have a lot of spiritual issues. Like they can't go deep. They like having the feelings for you requires them to do healing on themselves that I feel like they don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. That this person would always need for you to do all the work. But we ask, why are they bothering to come back? And it's like, because there's a lot of guilt. Wait, that's what it can keep saying, and like through the reading. That's how the reading opened up. Is that this person, uh, there was guilt because they see that they didn't play it right. And so, and I feel like they would have came back sooner, but for whatever reason that whatever situation that they're in has taken a lot more time than they expected. So what it is when they come in, it's because emotionally, I feel like they just can't hold back any longer. And it's going to be like, a second before you step into your new life. Like you might even get a little pissed off. Like, how dare you come back into my life at this time? But again, we say, like, why? And it's like this person again, because they love you. Because they love you. That's why. Spirit says it's that's as because they don't want to feel like there's a part of this person that doesn't want to feel like they missed their chance. They don't, but they know that they missed their chance. But if we really want to be honest on why this person's coming back into your life, it's like they're saying that they're sorry, that they really do love you. But again, their situation that they're going through, that they're still going through it. I don't think this person thought that they were going to go through this. Again, they played whatever they played themselves. That's what happened here. That's what we see because you don't have the same feelings for them anymore. You're going to get closure. This is going to hurt this person a lot. It's like, is what I'm feeling. Where it's again, where this says, go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. That love disguises itself. So it's again that this person may not show you how hurt that they are, but they're going to be devastated. They're going to be devastated. It's like, but I kind of feel like they are going to unveil it, like it not going to be able to handle it because again, they're coming in and they're coming in super fast because emotionally they can't hold back. And it's like you finally have your ending, like where it's like, and this person knows it, but it's like there's a part of this person that's like, I just have to try. I just have to. Even though they're coming in late, even though they did everything that they did, even though they just have to. And in this story, it's like their greatest fear, like I feel like comes true. So we have to look at the inner child wound cards, and this is again first card out, protection, overwhelmed, dance, neglect, inner authority, and oppression. Pull three from this card, which is divine timing, limitless potential, and soul's calling. So you attracted this person into your life because I feel like you grew up in a family that emotionally didn't give to you. And that's because you didn't feel safe, and because protection is that. Children don't feel the need to have protection unless they don't feel safe. So again, protection, and it's because you were neglected, emotionally neglected. And part of this emotional neglect was again oppressing you, like making you stay like in a low vibration. If your parents are neglecting you, then you're not being educated properly. Children need to be taught, not just to be thrown in school and then come home. They need to be sat, they need to be nurtured, they need to be talked to, they need to be there was none of that. It was just neglect. And that happens when we grow up in a family that the parents are so consumed with their own lives that they just can't give. But again, it makes the child not feel supported, not feel safe. And if you can't talk to your parent because the parent's so consumed with what's going on in their life, they're going to get mad and triggered, and because again, they're going to be seen as an inconvenience. That's why the child is neglected. That's why the child would feel not protected. Because it's not that the child's really in danger, but things happen at school. Like your friend at school today is not your friend at school tomorrow. Kids are kids. That's what they do. They bully, they gang up on each other, they're mean, they don't know any better. They don't realize the like that their words hurt. They just say what's on their mind. And again, that can be hurtful sometimes because the truth hurts sometimes. But or children get jealous, especially if their parents have not given them the love and the nurturing that they need and they don't feel safe. Well, then they're dealing with bullies at school too because they're seeing that the parent is a bully or not there. So the inner authority is what happens when you are neglected and emotionally not getting what you need and when there's no protection. It means that you had to become very reliant on yourself. So you relied on your intuition a lot. And through that, again, we see that dance. I always look at this like life is a dance. You go through like you have to be grounded, right? And so dancing requires you to be grounded, but you have to be able to go with the flow of life. You have to be able to go with whatever is happening in your life, regardless of what's happening in your life. Unfortunately, we lose people, we lose our jobs, you know, you have friends that move away, you have friends that all of a sudden get into an argument with you. Like life happens. And some of those things in life are extremely turbulent. So the thing is, by being a loner, because listen, of not being like being neglected, it did give you the opportunity to like find your own way because it's again you were ignored, so instead of sitting there and being ignored you went out into the world and you know found yourself. It's a way that we heal ourselves when we find new versions of ourselves. However, I feel like when living under the roof of your parents' house, there was oppression. Like it was because I'm not happy, you're not going to be happy. Because I have so many problems going on in my life, I'm going to project all my problems and fears onto you, which parents, again, that have not healed, anyone that doesn't healed is going to do that. And so, but to a child, that's terrifying because it's like, again, I can't trust my parent. I don't feel safe with my parent. I don't feel like my parent has my best interest. So that becomes the imprint on the subconscious mind, where then you attract people that you say, I don't think I can trust this person. I see that this person's not really, they're not in the energy that they should be to have a healthy relationship, is what you know. And that's because, hey, I've attracted this before. It's like this is what it feels like. And I can recognize the habits and the behaviorisms is really what I feel like this person triggered all of that inside of you. It brought you back to your childhood where this person thought that they were going to neglect you and that you were going to oppress yourself. Really, because as an adult, that no one can oppress you. Only you would oppress yourself by the limitations of, your mind. But the thing is that what this person didn't realize is, yes, that might have happened to you in childhood, but you became very intuitive. You became very strong. And that's the higher self. The higher self is the God part of self that allows you to escape, you know, to escape, bad situations. You have discernment, and that no one can stop you from succeeding and enjoying your life. Only you can. And that's by giving your time and your energy to people that aren't really worthy of it. And this person's not really worthy of it. They're sorry for it now, but that doesn't mean that they didn't do all that. They did. They're only coming back. So Spirit's saying it's like that's almost like being able to let go of your past because this person did the same thing to you that you grew up in. So it really hurt. The triggers were really real. The soul connection was very strong. You felt like this is my person, this is my soul. No, Spirit's saying. It's like, yes, they're a soulmate, but not for you to be with, for you to do some self-reflection, for you to dive deep, to you to see what needs healing within inside of you, to observe yourself. That's why what for this connection, because no one can stop you. But that fear, like as a child, when you're dealing with a parent that is angry and they're like, neglecting you, but then they're suppressing by oppressing your natural God-given talents, or where you want to put your time, your energy, your focus, your money. Like again, like this is how a person creates themselves. They create themselves by, again, where they're putting their time, energy, focus, money, what means something to them. It's like, but if this parent is miserable in their life and they're like, I have to work and I have to pay the bills. It must be nice that you get to go to the skating rink, or it must be nice that you get to whatever it is. Well, then the child then tends to hold themselves back, doesn't do it, hides what they're doing, knows that it's not really safe to be transparent, that love is transactional. That's what this person tried to do to you too. And that's why, again, Spirit says we can't go back in time, but we can go through the experience again, handle it differently so that a new imprint is then on the subconscious mind. And we say again, why? And Spirit says, because you have limitless potentials. It's like divine timing that this person does come in, but that divine timing is when the plan for that God has for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that, yes, if this person was healed, they would have came in at the divine timing, but because they're not, it's like it's a no-go. But it's like they still come in at the divine time because it allows you to let go of the past, to surrender the past. Again, and it goes back to dogma, which is forgiveness, because forgiveness brings us to unconditional love. When we let go, we're letting go fully. And I feel like you already forgave this person, but there's still a part of you that holds on. And it's because this person never allowed the closure. They were banking on that closure. And that if they were healed, they would have came in at the right time. But no, you're going to put your energy to, again, your soul's calling, because it's leading you to limitless possibilities. Again, potential, like that you're going to achieve great things. It's again, and that's through your career, and that's through hobbies, and that's through interests, and that's through connecting to different people and situations. You're going to be inspired. Again, being neglected and alone, well, you had to be resourceful. So again, I feel like you're someone that can manifest great things, but not connected to this person. Like I said, I feel like it's their karma that they lost you, and that they're going to feel that pain. And it's because you felt the pain for a long time and they didn't care. And that's justice. The Spirit says it's all about being here and now. The future does not exist and the past is gone. Focus on the present moment and have confidence in life again. Because here and now, there is no danger. Everything happens when your soul is ready. So, again, going through this experience to help you clear your energy, and so that you can really quantum jump into the reality that you want, that's gonna, again, feed your soul. And going through this experience again allows you to fully let go of the past so you can be present in the moment, which is what you need to be when you are co-creating with the universe, so that you can live your bliss, so that you could always be the energy of unconditional love, be at the highest vibration, so that you can attract everything that's abundant and in alignment with unconditional love. I'll leave that there. You let me know how you resonated. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.